Right, hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome everybody.
Here we are, just a quick little project, very easy for beginners. I'm just going to do, it's going to be a simple little mushroom tea light holder, and it's not what I'm turning, it's not how it's finished, it's just to show you a way of doing some cuts where you're not going to get catches. Just a quick and easy way to do it. Not everyone's got a chuck and Fosner bits, so this is how you can just do your centre bit. I use a 9mm box hollower, and then I just come in with a 14mm square carbide. Tool rest slightly above centre, that way you won't get no catches on the bottom. Okay, simply just little brush there for the middle, come across, and there we go. There's our hole. 15mm depth I made it. So I'll just bring my tool rest round. And what I'm going to show here is for new turners, is whether you're new turning, whether you're using traditional tools, like I'm using a spindle gouge here, or whether you're going to use carbide. And what you're going to be able to see here is whether you're using traditional or carbide, there really isn't any difference at all. So I'm just going to get the shape. Now this wood is still square, so it's, you know, obviously you get the little bit of noise where you're taking the square edges off. And now I've gone over to a 9mm carbide. Now, as you can see, I've done the cut exactly the same, no different. I still find it very hard when I see people turning, especially people that are so-called traditional turners with traditional tools. I've just got to make this a little bit deeper because I've made a couple of cuts extra there, so I'm going to go a little bit deeper on here. Yeah, they're so-called traditional turners, and as soon as they pick up something different to their spindle gouge or bowl gouge, they present it differently. Why? You know, they should be able to present a carbide better than anyone because they're traditional turners. They can use their tools. It seems they can't use a carbide. And as you'll see here, the finish will be no different. So when people say you can't get a good finish off a carbide, what they're saying is they can't get a good finish off a carbide. It doesn't mean you can't do it. I can't fly a plane. It doesn't mean you can't do it. Someone can.
John Travolta. He can.
Well, there you go. John Travolta can fly a plane. So there you go. We took a few cuts with the spindle gouge again. Now we come in and I'll do exactly the same thing with the carbide. No different. We present it exactly the same. And even for doing a little shear cut, we come round, as long as we use our bevel, we present the cutter right. I know it doesn't always show the actual presentation on video as where it is, but it's a full bevel controlled cut. That's just a slight little flat there still on that little bit, so I had to make a couple of extra cuts. But there we go. Quick little sand. Like I said, I'm not putting no finishes on this. This isn't a finished piece for me personally. This is just for demonstration to show you how all those cuts, you don't need to get catches and you don't need to get torn grain. And you can make these, I mean, these be fantastic little sellers. Help to fund your project, guys. It really will. You're new to turning, you just want to pop something out quick. There you go. It's got a nice little bit of spalting on it. I'm going to turn it round like that. God, I'm so quick. I'm so fast. Look at that. Right, now I'm just going to start with the spindle gouge again. Take the square edges off. And now I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the carbide. Now I haven't presented it any different, as you can see. I'm doing exactly the same thing.
I'd just like to do a quick thank you to Paul Winterbottom for the coffee. Thank you for the buy me a coffee.
Thank you very much, Paul. Very nice of you. Now, what I tried to show here is as you come down to do this undercutting, Sometimes people can find it very hard to get this crisp sort of 90-degree angle there with a carbide, especially a round carbide. And what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to show you exactly how we do it with the carbide. I will do it first with the spindle gouge and then show how we replicate that using carbide. It's like here, taking cuts off the bottom of the carbide. I switch straight over to traditional spindle gouge. I'm just going to say, not say traditional, let's not call it, because there's nothing traditional about it. If you're traditional, you'd be using a pole lathe and a scraper, wouldn't you? That would be traditional turning. So we're going to use our spindle gouge there, see, and we just take the bottom off. Now I know there's a nipple there. I just have an attraction for nipples, I suppose. I don't know. But I haven't finished. I'm going to take another cut there, but use a carbide. Now, as you can see here, I come down, full bevel control, close it, come right in, and get a nice crisp edge there. A nice 90 degrees sort of finish going right up there with the spindle gouge. People find that hard to do with a carbide. So now I'll show you how you do it with your carbide, and you present it no different. So we come round, bevel controlled, follow it round, close it completely, cut in, simple as that. Come on, closed, rotate, pick up the cut, and we come in. And then the same for the bottom. We can use the carbide exactly the same. Close it, come on, rotate it, pick up a cut. Remember, got to be below the center mark on the cutter. Don't go above because it will pull you back over. And then we get rid of the nipple. And then again back to spindle gouge just to show no difference in how we use it. And then just to show another one for the bottom is the detail cutter, and we do that the same. We close it, we pick up a cut, we come across, there you go. And then a shear cut, I'll do the bottom, we the same. If you're not confident with the round, come in with a detail, pick up the cut, push it in, simple as that. Nice clean finish. And for a quick little shear cut, there we go. The detail is the best one for it. Remember, you do the little shear cut, you always go uphill, never go downhill. And if you don't believe me, go downhill and you'll find out what happens. Don't have to take my word for it. Always best to try something and then you know for yourself. Now, I'm not doing a lot of sand over finishing this. I'm not putting no waxes on it, no finish on it. I'm not going to keep it. This will probably just be got rid of afterwards. Don't really know what I'll do with it. But there you go. A quick, simple little project. Yeah. And they're brilliant if you paint them up as well. Red with little white spots look fantastic. And yes, just because I know this annoys so many people,
Yeah.
I have to do it, guys. There's a nice little tea light in there. Look at that. I have to do it. I'm sorry. Fire, fire. Right. So, toodle pip, guys.
Bye, guys.